What is this? United States of America or Bangladesh, Pakistan, Arab, Chile?
That are interesting.
No anymore, not America. It's
Yeah.
Bangladesh, Pakistanis, Arab,
Yeah.
Chileans.
Oh my god.
That lady just said to us, and she's from Bolivia, this is no longer America. Queens, New York just might be the most diverse place on earth. In just a few blocks you can walk from a Colombian bakery to a Tibetan temple and around the corner to a Bangladeshi street market. It feels much less like one city and more like the entire world compressed into a single borough. But it wasn't always like this. Go back just a few decades and neighborhoods here were mostly European. Irish, Italian, German, Greek. That was New York for generations. Then in 1965, President Lyndon B. Johnson signed a law that changed everything, the Immigration and Nationality Act. It removed old quotas and opened America to the rest of the world. And nowhere transformed more dramatically than right here in New York City. Today, Queens is home to people from over 150 countries, speaking hundreds of languages. But alongside that transformation, the city is also dealing with the reality of mass migration, with estimates suggesting hundreds of thousands, even over 1 million undocumented migrants now living in New York today. And that raises a much bigger question. Is this the future of global cities, or is it a warning sign of what's coming next?
Welcome to a part of New York where it feels like you actually left the country. But it's also so confusing that you look around and you are unsure what country you could potentially be in. Nobody seems to be from the same country. No social fabric seems to be existent. And within a few square miles, about 160 languages are being spoken. Welcome to Queens.
Yes, I can say yes.
Yes?
So but I cannot explain in English very well because English is my second language.
Where are you from?
I'm from Burma.
From Burma?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Very, very far away.
Yeah,
You live
very
here
far.
for a while?
No, I live here almost 5 years here.
Almost 5 years.
And also in this area.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
It's a nice area to
Yeah,
live.
this is nice, yeah, especially in this area, especially Indian and Bangladesh and yeah.
Indian, Bangladesh, all over, like many countries.
Yeah.
This is Tibet.
We have also Tibetan also. Yeah, like a Momo.
Okay.
There's a lot of Tibetan and Nepali also. And also you can see like a Thailand.
Thailand.
Yeah, over there we are like they call like a little Thailand and also a lot of Thailand restaurant.
Wow. Very
Yes,
cool.
We love Thailand.
And also if you go or if you turn like over there, they have a lot of like a how to say like a lot of like this is like a Spanish. They speak like a Spanish.
Hispanic.
Hispanic. Yeah.
Spanish, yeah.
Nice.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I really.
How you say thank you in Burma?
Jesuba.
Jesuba.
Yeah,
Jesuba.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Enjoy.
Thank you. The Dhaka pharmacy, Dhaka, Bangladesh, next to the Christian bookstore.
Next to a Hispanic pawn
Next
shop.
to a Hispanic pawn shop.
Next to a Korean whatever.
Next to a Korean closed down store. Wow. Nepali Buddhist temple in the center of Queens, New York. Check out the colors. It's got the American flag there at the front too, but wow. Saw it from a distance and you can see the prayer flag poles up here. We spent some time not that long ago in Tibet, and it looks very similar to a lot of the temples that you would come across in Tibet, which is very close to Nepal. Fascinating. From a Nepali Buddhist temple to a Hindu temple right around the corner. What?
So in the same mission church you have the Korean assembly, you have the Spanish assembly, and you have the Indonesian assembly. Oh, sorry, and this one possibly Tibetan? I'm not entirely sure. Some
Maybe
Hindu.
Bangladeshi.
Oh, Bangladeshi Christian.
Bangla
that's
Bible
a first.
Church, yeah.
I've never seen a
First
Bangladeshi
time that
Christian.
we've actually seen that.
Wow. Anyway, that's a lot to take for one house. Little Thailand.
Ah, little Thailand. In the year 1965, President Lyndon B. Johnson signed the Immigration and Nationality Act. which completely flipped Queens. And when I say flipped, literally 180 degree flip. Up until 1965 and all the way up until the end of the 1960s, immigration in the US favored typically Europeans. So it was full of Irish, Italians, Germans, Poles, etc., etc. From 1965 onwards, that completely shifted, and that act from Lyndon B. Johnson shifted that entirely to favor more skill-based immigration. Now, what skills? I'm not too sure. But people from Latin America and all other parts of the world, Asia, Africa, etc., began to come in. And now Queens is one, if not the most, absolutely diverse places on earth. It's full of taco trucks. It smells like tortas. You walk around the corner, it smells like fried chicken. You turn the other corner, it smells like Thai food. You do a backflip the other way, and you end up in a bowl of ramen or curry. You never know what's gonna come. It's a fascinating place. I'm gonna turn the camera around and just show you guys. You'll find signs that are entirely in Spanish. You turn around and you'll find signs that are entirely in Tibetan. So this place, it's crazy. For us as Europeans to come here and see this, it's wild.
It actually says no papeles, no papers.
No papeles. Yes. So it's literally, it's asking for people to rent rooms that are illegal.
Wait,
and
they're saying they're not asking for papers.
They're not asking for papers.
Renting.
Yeah, they're not asking for papers for you to rent a place. Very interesting. And by the way, roughly around 1 million undocumented migrants, the majority of them being situated here in Queens, New York. Hello.
Jalebi?
Jalebi. Oh, so good. Have a good day. Jalebi, baby.
The last time we had jalebi was in India.
True.
I love sugarcane juice.
Oh yeah.
It's so specific. The big earrings.
Very typical like Hindu style of jewelry that you'll see on the typical like Hindu Indian dress and stuff like that. Indian brides, yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
And then you have a halal place beside the Hindu place.
Yeah.
Which are usually two things that don't agree so much with each other.
Wow.
All the tunicas, all the kurtas.
Yeah. Typical Indian dress.
Oh my god, the big supermarket is called Patel Brothers.
Yeah. So this here is
Pani
like
Puri.
it's an entire Indian supermarket. The vibrancy, look at this. Some beautiful stuff. Wow, it really feels like you could be somewhere in Mumbai. They even have tax services. So this is tax services for Hindus. Hello, how are you? Crazy. Hello. How are you? Good. Still alive. That's the most important thing. Wow. The hats, the garments. This is interesting.
It's like you don't even have to travel Asia. Like,
yeah.
No. What is this? United States of America or Bangladesh, Pakistan, Arab, China?
mix.
I live around here for 50 years already, right?
Yeah.
My
50
family-
years?
50, yeah.
Wow.
And the Roosevelt Avenue was empty. Just Jewish people business a little bit.
Yeah.
37 years ago, they going away. Now it's Latino America.
Wow. You're from here as well?
No, I'm
Where are you from?
From Bolivia. but-
Bolivia, wow.
Yeah, when I got married, I was pregnant for 6 months. They
Yeah.
bring it to me over here. I don't even know what I want.
Oh my god.
You like it here?
Oh,
It's nice?
yes, yeah.
It's peaceful?
When I was 25 years old, my baby was 23 days born, right? And my husband says, "Oh, I'm sorry. You are chubby and old. I can live only with one woman."
Oh,
What?
no.
I prayed 3 places in the head. No more love.
Yeah.
I think the women with who was the immigration call us. They say to us, "Go away." They say, "Forgive me." They can't coming back. If they don't do that, never coming back. Especially you. They said in my face, "You coming like a turista and your baby born over here." My husband bring it to me. I don't know.
Oh my
The
god.
husband for over there, me for over here. After 40 years old, he coming back, and another 40 years old. My son already 8 years. He called me. "You have to bring my son, Papa, do this, do that." I was cross the river,
Yeah.
close to Texas to Mexico. My son was, "Mommy, we can swim. We can shut up, motherfucker." And then already he was having a family over there in Texas, and then I said, "What am I gonna do over here? I don't know nothing.
Yeah.
I'm leaving New York. I'm coming here. I'm here."
Ah, nice.
What a crazy story.
What a story. What a beautiful
Yeah.
dog.
I'm a macho lady.
Macho
Yeah.
lady, so strong. Más
Yeah.
fuerte.
Never I find a man or helping me. This or no, just working. I was working in Roosevelt Avenue and 170 there, for 4 hours and sewing. And another factory and 69 and another 4 hours. Every day I was going later than Roosevelt Avenue.
Wow.
Swimming for 3 years, included the truck was touched me. Ta, ba, ba, ba. After that, I find some big nice company in Manhattan.
Yeah.
And I worked for 34 years in there. Now I'm here. The pandemic and
Pandemic, yeah.
and the guys tore away the buildings.
Yeah.
And the company closed the office in Manhattan. The factory was in New Jersey, and I can't go to work in New Jersey.
No.
And
Oh.
then they what do I mean? Retire.
Retire. You're retired
Yeah,
now?
I'm here, yeah.
Nice.
Lucky you.
Yeah.
I got 6 bolas in my house.
Oh,
You know what I mean? That?
What?
6 bolas. 6 bolas.
What's
My
that?
son, 6 bolas.
oh,
Ah, yes.
oh my god.
I understand
my
now.
son,
Yeah.
my grandson,
Yeah.
and my granny. I don't have no age because they took it out of him.
Aww.
She has 6 balls in her house.
Oh.
Yeah, just me. I go into them. My son is now, today is his birthday, 50 years old.
Oh.
Wow.
55.
55.
Yeah, with a sticky broom. Pa, pa, say, "Wake up! I gotta go to work. You have to go to school."
Yeah, yeah.
Happy birthday to your son. Feliz cumpleaños.
Yeah, gracias.
Yeah.
Oh my
And then when
god.
he was 16 years old, Mom, I'm going to the Marines. What? That's not school. They're gonna fuck that up. I gotta go. So okay.
He went to the
Yeah, he
Marines.
went for
Wow.
4 years. Mamma mia.
Very
Wow.
strong
Nice.
man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Papa, let's go. Okay, Papita.
Bye bye.
What do you do? You're a periodista?
Huh?
You are periodista?
Yeah,
Yes.
we are walking, trying to explore Jackson Heights
Oh yeah, that's Jackson.
to see the things that are interesting.
Not anymore North America. It's
Yeah.
Bangladesh, Pakistanis, Arabs,
Yeah.
Chinos.
Oh my god. Mucho
Bye bye,
gusto.
bye bye.
Ciao. It's the red?
Wait,
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 wait, wait,
wait.
wait.
So
Wait.
even the people around here see that it's
Yeah, that lady just said.
no longer America.
That lady just said to us right there, and she's from Bolivia, keep in mind. She just said, this is no longer America.
But she is saying it's Bangladesh, it's Pakistan, it's Arabic and so on. So there is an Islamization happening
Yes,
at the moment.
100%. That's what she was saying. So she's saying it, we're not saying it. Although, then again, we don't really need to say it, do we? We can just turn the camera around and show you guys. It doesn't feel like what I thought America would feel like. So a lot of the storefronts, literally just entire storefronts, it will just be Bangladeshi. It's crazy. It's really crazy to see it. If you're paying taxes and you're living here and you go to the shop, you go to the store or whatever, and you can't read what is on special in the store, and you are paying God knows how much tax, like, what are you doing? These are like the prayer flags that I remember from being in Tibet not that long ago. Absolutely beautiful, the different colors. Very beautiful. But seeing them in New York is pretty crazy.
And then you actually have law offices that are helping you for deportation accidents or something like that, but also divorce and bankruptcy and all of that. So that's kind of interesting. I find it very, very, I don't know, just stunning. Just like how publicly it's advertised that lawyers are actually helping people with immigration issues. I don't know how to say that in a nicer way. It just kind of seems like if you are coming to a country in an undocumented way and you're staying in an undocumented way, you're obviously breaking the law. That's a criminal thing to do. And then there's a lawyer that will actually take your case, even though your case is kind of obvious. I don't know, I just find it so weird. That would never happen anywhere else other than in the US.
So where we are right now, guys, is Roosevelt Avenue. It's so loud! Come on, I'm talking here. Okay, this is Roosevelt Avenue, and basically what this is, or what I understand it to be, is basically a huge stretch, or a huge avenue that stretches down. You've got Pride people all here, and you have tons of world cuisine, so it's like a very international stretch. Colombian food, Ecuadorian food, Costa Rican food, everything that you can imagine, Japanese, Thai, everything under the sun basically. It also doubles up as a red light district as well, from what I just read there online. We came here with very little research, keep in mind. So I'm not sure if people are going to enjoy us walking through here with cameras, but we'll see what happens. I doubt that they will enjoy it very much. Derivados de la leche. I really feel like this is the place that you want to come if you want to be in New York, but you don't want to feel like you're in America. Like, you can literally go on vacation here in Queens if you're from New York, and it will cost you a hell of a lot less than it will to go to Mexico. And certainly a hell of a lot less than it will to go to Europe as well.
Oh my god. where we had been in the entirely somewhat Asian-related quarter, I felt like, and now we made it into the predominantly Hispanic sort of quarter. The majority of people or stores here seem to be from Mexico, Colombia, Argentina, and maybe Ecuador, places like that, but predominantly Hispanic, which is interesting to see. You kind of, I don't know, just walking through Queens, I get real sort of Tower of Babel vibes, you know, where like nobody can speak to anybody anymore unless they obviously learn English at some stage.
If you dropped me here, Chilito Lindo Restaurant and Bar. If you dropped me here and said, you're in Mexico City, if you took away the snow that's on the ground, but if you dropped me here and said, you're in Mexico City, I genuinely would believe you, actually. Just remove the ice and remove this overhead train here. But everything else, I'd believe you.
A lot of Mexico City is actually cleaner than here. There's more garbage here, I feel like, than in Mexico City.
Yeah, most of Mexico City is a lot cleaner than New York City, that's for sure. Best Ecuadorian style cooking. Oh, they got ceviche. Look at this, guys. Woo. I'm not gonna lie, this smells incredible.
Oh, I love the barbecue smells.
Oh, that post box is in a bad way. The food smells amazing. Guys, one of the things that's really present here on this street, and it's really just bugging me out in a big way, is very, very visible street workers and prostitutes lined up on a lot of the corners here. In a city that has like 20 million people, more than 20 million people living here. What is going on? You're paying, you're working, you're making a living, you're raising a family and whatever, and you have huge streets, massive avenues where you have this happening. It's illegal. It's no different than what's happening over on Canal Street, where people are selling counterfeit goods, and also a lot of them are very visibly completely undocumented as well. They don't want to be on camera because they know that it's illegal. If you put a camera on them, they literally will turn around, they'll sprint, they'll flip you off, everything like that. So it leads also into the question of how did they get into that position, and if they are undocumented, it means that it's very likely that they could be in positions like being trafficked. A lot of human trafficking happens in and out through the borders here in the States. So you could have quite literally situations where you have very young women, and a lot of them are very young. I'm talking like 17, 18 up to like 21-year-olds that are standing on these corners working as sex workers and being undocumented. It's insane. Why would you continue paying into a tax system that's funding all of this stuff, all of the trash, all of the stuff in the streets? Like, this is not a sanctuary city. This is a mentally unwell, failing society in certain corners of the city. Manhattan dusts up well. Manhattan looks like a nice place because it's so full of tourists. But when you come here, reality smacks you in the face. Sorry, did you want to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to add as well, I guess Luke already talked about it a little bit, with it being a sanctuary city. It's not really a sanctuary city if you are enabling human rights violations and all of that to happen. It's so bad, it's so dangerous for people to come here, and it's just not a good situation to be in. So if you have the chance, don't do it.
কালেকশনের ঈদ কালেকশন চলছে क्या बात हो गया
Perfume, Cortez. Across the road is the Indian Sari Palace.
Oh, there's also one.
So we get a lot of comments on our videos saying, because we've been showing what's been happening in Europe, and a lot of times people try to comment saying from America, from you guys, say that America is not as bad. Now I just want to fill you in. There are some cities in Europe for sure that are more advanced, let's just say, along the lines of being an issue. But this area here of Queens, particularly around Jackson Heights, and I think it's also in the area of Astoria and also many other areas like Flushing and more in Queens, where it looks like this. So please keep that in mind. Like, we are not just making these videos just to be like Debbie Downers or whatever. We spoke to a good few people on and off camera who very, very clearly state that this isn't the way it was. And
starting
facts online prove that as well.
Yeah, it seems to be somewhat of a starting situation. Some areas here, some streets are quite bad and others are not as bad. So, but it's something that can develop really, really quick if you count family reunification, just sort of advancing times, people reproducing and so on. If you take all of that into the equation, obviously it's gonna go at a very fast pace and then you will have an issue in the future.
Yeah. But you have quite literally entire blocks here. Entire blocks, like multiple blocks, where you will only find one specific language, and that language is not English. So a lot of it is undocumented as well. I can tell you that as clear as day, because we come from Europe where we have experience with that stuff as well. And a lot of it is absolutely undocumented people, because when you turn the camera on people that are undocumented, they immediately turn around, they immediately cover their face, they immediately know that you're filming them and they don't need to be on camera, they don't want to be on camera. So I hope that we've given you a little bit of a look inside of
A sanctuary city.
a sanctuary city. We're moving on to another city now. I hope you can guess which one it is down below. It is another little bit of a problematic place, but
In different regards. So.
in different regards.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys in the next one, but for now I want to remind you all, as always, in the center of little Bangladesh here in Queens, Christ is King,
God bless you all.
and we'll see you in the next one.